Did you know that there is a secret ReZero story about the group from 400 years ago? A group that, even if you read all the novels, you won't find much information on. And obviously, the revelations ahead are spoilers. It all takes place in the Castle of Dreams, where Al, fed up with his master's brutal trials, decides to throw a rather uncomfortable question her way. Does she actually have any friends? The witch frowned. Al teased her, saying he shouldn't have been so cruel to ask, which prompted Echidna to ask him if he had any friends. Al shot back by reminding her that he was trapped in that place with her. To defend herself against the accusation of being a loner, Echidna mentioned the other 5 witches of sin. However, Al suggested that perhaps those witches were just imaginary friends created by her own mind, so she wouldn't have to admit her absolute solitude. Furthermore, since the witches manifested within the dream world created by Echidna, Aldebaran had no way of confirming if they were real entities. This indignant his master, who called him out for his words. Al reminded her that the whole point of the trials was to stop fearing her, so she should be proud of his progress. After the tension settled, Al asked her if she had any friends who actually fit into society and weren't just other outcasts like her. With an unusually warm tone, Echidna confessed that she did have friends outside the witch's circle, people from whom she had unfortunately distanced herself a long time ago. She admitted that back then, she almost never recognized them as such because they caused her nothing but trouble, but she recalled that one of them insisted the 6 of them were a very close-knit group of friends. Al, intrigued by this unknown side of her, pressed her to know the names of this legendary expedition she mentioned so mysteriously. Echidna began by talking about Reed Estrella, acknowledging his absolute strength, but making it clear that his personality was trash. He even tried to hit on her several times, which Echidna never entertained, though she admitted that thanks to him, she at least learned how to turn people down. Al noticed the confidence the witch had in that man, which annoyed him, though not in a romantic way. Next, she described Alec Hoshin, calling him the greatest liar in history and a monster capable of manipulating hearts, though she admitted he was a gentleman and the only one capable of controlling Reed like a beast. Al felt a twinge of jealousy hearing Echidna defend Alex so much, secretly wishing that in the future, if the witch were asked about him, she would defend him in the same way. Finally, she mentioned Farsale Lugunica, an idiot with calculated logic who lived somewhere between genius and absolute stupidity. A prince who didn't hesitate to ally himself with a dragon to challenge entire nations for the sake of a witch. Al smiled, noting that a team made up of a trashy warrior, a con artist, an idiot prince, and an evil witch didn't sound bad at all. Although his master only named 3 people, Al understood that there was no need to mention the other 2 members, as both he and his master knew them well. Al concluded that Echidna wasn't a heartless witch, or at least those guys were such good people that they decided to be friends with a monster. At this, Echidna surprised Al with a genuine laugh and admitted that her friends were virtuous people, though that didn't change the fact that she regretted having to separate from them to fulfill her own mission. A mission that ended in failure because Al couldn't defeat the witch. Remember that I've started a cut content series on the channel.